Good morning, Gearfacts friends. Now, I usually keep politics completely out of Gearfacts because my channel's nothing to do with that. But I woke up this morning to some pretty bizarre comments from Candace Owens, and I really felt that I should reassure, particularly my US friends, that we are not living under an oppressive regime here. Quite the contrary, things are extremely relaxed. So just let me say from the outset of this video, USA, please don't invade Australia. We really don't need that. Thank you very much. And as you can gather, I'm not really taking any of this seriously. It's actually quite amusing because life here in Australia really isn't that different to life in the USA. We have very strongly protected freedoms, freedom of movement, freedom of speech, just like in the USA. It is true that there have been lockdowns to prevent the spread of COVID-19, and a lot of people are upset about that. But to be fair, the government, who I don't necessarily support or not support, they have introduced a lot of mental health protection measures. Businesses have been given subsidies so that they can stay alive even though they're not actually trading. People have been paid wages directly from the government because their employers can't pay them. They really have looked after us. And yes, there have been protests about limitations on movement and the need to wear a mask, things like that. A lot of people see that as an impingement on their civil liberties, but the upside, of course, is that we've had a very low spread of COVID-19. We've had about 1,500 deaths in Australia, and that's terrible. A relative of mine actually was infected and had a very rough time recovering. But overall, our community is in a very good state of health. Bear in mind that Australia is about the same size as the USA. The population is much lower and we're a bit more spread out. There are, of course, cities though, like Sydney, about 4.5 million people, where something like COVID-19 is more able to spread. And of course, any scientist will tell you that masks and limitations on movement will definitely help to stop that from happening. Having said that, I've been reading a bit more about Candace Owens and some of the quotes that she's put out on the internet, and I can understand that her concern really comes from the heart. I appreciate that, and I'm not saying that I'm a liberal or a conservative or anything in between. Like I said, politics stays right out of Gearfacts. But I want to say thank you for your concern, but just leave it alone, okay? We're doing absolutely fine here. Thanks for watching Gearfacts today. I'll see you on the next one.